evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Movies on Our Mind. On this show, we get to talk about the movies such as the action, the comedies, the thriller, sci-fis, but specifically the movie that is on all of our minds. And the movie that we're thinking about today is the latest sci-fi film, of course, Passengers. In Passengers, a spaceship travels to a different planet in order to start a new colony that takes place 90 years later. During the journey, the spaceship has a malfunction, and it's up to two awakened passengers to figure out the problem before it is too late. The film stars Chris Pratt, Jennifer Lawrence, Lawrence Fishburne, and Michael Sheen. Now, before we get started, I'd like to introduce my guest as usual. We have director, writer, producer, he does it all, coming back again, Keenan Osborne.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Oh man, doing good. Keenan, how are you doing?
It's Friday. I'm good.
It's 2 days before Christmas, you know?
Money and presents.
Money and presents.
Oh, you get paid?
Yeah.
Lucky man, lucky man. We have a new man on the table. We have Stephen Green. Stephen, how are you doing today?
Salutations.
Oh man, thank you. Thank you.
I'm good though. Carolina stand up. We in there.
Are you ready for the game?
Yes, sir. Carolina Panthers, Atlanta Falcons, tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Bank of America Stadium. It's going down, baby. We ruining everybody's season since ours is done.
You know, this episode airs after the game. I hope everything turns out good for you.
I do too.
Yeah. We have returning man Richard from the gym. You know, Richard, how are you doing?
Hey guys, how you feeling? How you feeling? Feeling good, brother, man. Feeling good.
Doing good, man?
Yeah, man. You know, Lord gained some of me, some of me here, just back at it again. So, can't stop.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and dive into Passenger, starting with the cast and the characters. Since we only have a few of them, shouldn't be that hard to dissect, right?
True.
Yeah. How'd y'all feel? We'll start out with Chris Pratt, the main guy. You know, how you feel like he did?
I think basically from him coming from comedy to this, I've seen him doing this comedy. I liked it. I liked his character from basically mentally deteriorating to building himself back up throughout the film. Once all the shenanigans took place, I think it was a good way to see his range. So.
That's what I was thinking too, especially for like at the beginning, how he was exploring the ship for like the first act. You got to really dive into his character to see what he was like, and he kind of gave us everything that we needed to know right then and there. Kind of humanized, we kind of relate to. Yeah. We'll get more into his actions after what really defined it. What about Jennifer Lawrence?
She was cool. I thought she was cool.
She was cool, right?
She was cool.
Well, girl, we had our Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Her bathing suit reminded me of Lilu from Fifth Element, but
right.
Yeah,
so kind of a little that retro look, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
with that head, a little bit modern, because that 2-piece.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like the suit was kind of like undecisive a little bit. We were like, do you want to make it like 2-piece?
Yeah.
Or do you want to make it
like does she want to keep it on? Does she want to take it off?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. In that one part, where she's swimming, she looks back.
Yeah.
I thought she didn't have nothing on, but
she did. Yeah, she tricked us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at it too. I kind of felt that, what she had on, like they're trying to push it up. You know
yeah.
I mean? But I was like,
oh, y'all thought she was trying to get some attention.
Yeah.
Well, we thought the.
That's all she had to do.
I thought maybe the stylist for the film, maybe that was their approach.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what Jennifer's down for.
It was too much. I think she tried a little bit too hard to get a little too much of that bouncing in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a lot of flash.
Yeah, there was a lot of bouncing.
I can't say as far as other than the bathing suit. I started to semi-like her.
The acting was good.
Towards the end.
The acting was good. I just thought.
Do you like Jennifer Lawrence?
Nah.
As
a person, she's cool. As an actor, no, not so much.
Yeah.
Dry.
She plays the same thing and all that.
Baby girl is like saltines.
Yeah.
Just dry.
Ooh, so you don't like her as Mystique?
No.
Like the best X-Men movie? No, that's right.
She looked really cool. I'll smack that down.
Don't you smack it as a future pass down?
Cool. I just don't.
I mean, I like Jennifer Lawrence.
I have no problem with her.
I mean, like I said, I can't say I don't like her.
So what did she do wrong in Passengers?
What did she do wrong? Besides her existence in the movie.
That's pretty.
Like I said, towards the end.
Ungrateful boy. Like she was.
I'm saying, but what
did
she do that did not meet your requirements?
It's just in the beginning, it's just like she's just a body there. You know, it's hard. It's hard for me to explain because I'll take up too much time. But put it this way: the beginning, when you're finding out that there's nobody else on the ship, I need more reaction from. I think that the reaction from her realizing, oh my God, it's just the two of us still here, and I'm freaking out. It wasn't a big enough freak out.
I thought it was pretty good. You know, like she was running around. No, we have to get to sleep now. It's not like she didn't know what was going on. It was just like, no, we woke up too soon.
It's just like, what's going on? What's going on? And then her voice there's no inflection there to give you something. It's just like you can tell they did that take more than like 3 to 4 times. Now it's just their voice started.
It's Jennifer Lawrence. I don't think she's doing many takes.
I thought she did. It wasn't like Rachel McAdams in Doctor Strange when Doctor Strange came out of his astral projecting for her, and Rachel McAdams I got you. Like, no, that shit goes different movie. But I'm saying that's a reaction I don't agree with. Her,
I think their reaction was just, I need more. Okay, you give me more.
Okay.
I don't really care so much about her because I didn't see, what is that movie that she was really famous for?
Hunger Games?
Hunger Games.
Yeah, Hunger Games. I didn't watch Hunger Games.
Yeah, it was alright.
Although
I'd rather see.
I think it's funny though how she says she.
I think.
What's the one quote she always does? Like, not I plead the fifth, but what is it? I sacrifice myself.
What is it? I sacrifice myself as tribute.
That tribute. Yeah, good stuff.
She was good in that because I never seen her before. It was somebody new.
But now, you think she's doing the same thing over and over?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like her personality.
I think somebody else could have been
the way she acts in general doesn't really make me gravitate to the movie a whole lot. The only thing I did like about what she did within the Passengers was the fact that she was like. I did like the fact that she did have some like a mental breakdown because she realized that his name Jim, right? Jim. Woke her.
That's what I wanted to see from the beginning. Yeah. That kind of reaction.
It took too long.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about the chemistry between Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence? Did y'all think like they nailed it? Like you could definitely see them as a couple, falling in love, everything like that? Or did you feel like it's Chris Pratt meaning Jennifer Lawrence?
The chemistry I think was fine.
I mean,
I just feel like Chris Pratt can get along.
Like, it was cool. It was just that like
he made a boring.
So whenever he finally asked her out on a date, and she was like, "It took you long enough." Mm-hmm. Did you ever see any signs from her that let you know she was attracted to him before?
No.
So that's what I'm like. Like, other than the fact that you really don't have anyone else to go out with.
Unless that maybe that was inside her or something.
Until she realized,
Arthur.
He's
Arthur.
He got no legs.
No, Arthur got one leg.
Where's your booty?
You
wear the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Well, what about Lawrence Fishburne? His 15 minutes of fame, literally.
It was 15.
It was like
I was mad.
Give or take 20.
There was something around there.
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
Wow. I mean, we don't have enough to dissect on.
There was enough for me to dissect on.
Oh, really? What'd you think then?
Yeah.
I mean, just like, okay, so we discovered that Fishburne, who put this tree here? Okay, wow. There's no purpose for that. But then, I'm part of the crew. I can go here, I can go there. Okay, cool. I'm sick. Okay, cool. I'm dead.
Yeah. He just served his purpose, basically.
We always dying. We're always dying. Come on, man.
There wasn't a purpose.
There was no. It could have gone to anybody, really.
Fishburne in that movie.
This is my interpretation of why he was there, why he woke up. It's because literally the fucking if he didn't wake up to give them access to.
Hold on, before we get into that, just tell me about his character.
No, I only had 20 minutes of it. I mean, it was Lawrence Fishburne. You get what you get.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because Lawrence has done plenty of films where he has done a fantastic portrayal. But this, granted, he didn't have much to go off.
I just had to feel that he was the filler, just because he needed a black guy within the film. That was
there was no purpose for him to be in this movie at all.
I mean, anybody could have played that role. I think it was just all right.
Yeah.
What do you have to do on a Tuesday?
And go ahead, jot that down because as soon as we start talking about the actual movie, I got some stuff I got to say about that. Yes.
Oh, about that one part?
Not necessarily that one part, but it's just like
you could have done a lot more though.
Like once they got the bracelet and they had all those problems. Why not wake up the crew?
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Just say,
okay.
What do I know?
What about Michael Sheen as Arthur?
He was cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It was
Yeah,
dope.
it's cool.
Like,
He kind of confused me at times. Like
I'll take him over C-3PO any day out of the week.
yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, C-3PO.
Or K2,
Yeah,
or
that
K2SO
goes-
or something like that.
I mean, we could find
I'll
3PO.
take K2.
Yeah.
and I think Arthur.
Yeah, all that gold.
I mean, any of them. It's just like, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, there's no.
responding, dog. Like,
Y'all feel as if, maybe it's just me. I kind of got confused on his characteristics at first. Like sometimes he really felt more like a human than times he went back to being an android. The part that really got to me was when he told.
Snitch.
Yeah, when he snitched.
Snitch.
Uhura.
Okay, he followed protocol.
He followed the protocol.
Well,
No, because he said
Are
don't
we gonna
tell
get, yeah,
until.
I'm gonna say, are we gonna get to that point, or are we gonna go?
No. We're gonna get to that. We're about to dissect the movie. I just wanted to know what y'all thought about these characters. Did they?
When it
did
came
anybody,
to the protocol, he said the deal was he wasn't gonna talk to her
Until he said
old buddy said something. And with the moment Chris Pratt said, "Yeah, we don't have any
'Cause you actually
secrets."
caught- yeah, you caught- yeah, you caught
okay,
that
cool. You done talked about it. I've been storing this in my CPU for Lord knows how many months. I'm ready to talk about
my
it.
thing burned it up.
Yeah.
he kind of revealed it as if like the way he told it was like, yeah, you didn't know that blah 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 blah. It's like, I don't know about that. What you're saying is true, but
He said it in the most
told-
positive way though.
Yeah.
He said it in the most white boy. Hey, guess what? I know some
I
you
mean,
don't.
he said it in the most android.
It wasn't like that. No, he was just like, like
a real
he was so
word.
excited to meet you, all this stuff.
But
You
it's
know,
He been studying you.
Yeah, like he made it sound
He knows your
dope.
blood type.
Like oh yeah,
knows
he
your
been
foot
peeping you
size.
for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let her know that she was the real deal. Holyfield, you feel me?
all right, y'all. For Arthur, though, do you see where I'm coming from? To where it's like human and android put together, like throughout
Yeah.
the film.
Yeah, I get
That's
it.
that's I feel that's how they are programmed to be. You know what I'm saying? They're programmed to be more human-like. So that's where you got that, and then you catch him glitching to restore that memory of.
It was really.
I thought it was glitching because of the
Well,
malfunction.
Yeah,
I thought it was
Not when he was flipping off, because if you remember at the beginning,
He was saying, "Why am I here?" Like
yeah, and then Chris Pratt said something, he just and stored it, and then it went off to the next.
But
scene.
that
That's the only
was
time
because Chris Pratt proved whatever logarithm was programmed in his
all right, y'all. You know,
whatever. Yeah.
we good with the characters? Y'all feel like y'all
Let's do
already
it.
talked
Let's
about
do it.
the characters? We good with that?
Yeah,
All right, y'all. Let's get to the plot structure and the story. Where do we even start?
About to set
Because we
something
keep going off to that. Like, you want to talk about
What was it he was having for breakfast? What was that? It looked like a rock.
Yeah, it was
tofu.
It looked
Tofu.
like the thing you use to get the hard stuff off your feet in the bathtub.
I actually thought that was kind of funny when she said, "I'm a gold member." I was like, I bet in his mind's like, "Fuck yeah, I did a good job." Excuse me, everybody.
When she said that she was a gold member, usually that's the line that I use.
Yeah.
Can I get like 4 extra bacons?
I kind
can I
of
get some little eggs?
was like the when you try to be modest, we're like, all right, fine.
It kind of goes with the
You don't have to.
with the
Yeah.
excitement when
Yeah.
he woke her up.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I gotta go. I woke up a gold member
Yeah.
too." Yes.
So it's like everything, it's setting up that everything's too good to be true.
But
type shit.
that's another thing that I don't get. So the gold member could only get the good breakfast. But yeah, I thought the bed that the room he took, wasn't that supposed to be for a gold member?
Yeah,
But he broke into that.
yeah.
He wasn't smart enough
To break into the
rig
food
the
machine.
to get better food. I'm just saying. But what do I know? I'm not a passenger. I was left behind on Earth.
Yeah, so speaking of that, so clarify that for me. Okay, he wasn't rich enough to actually get on there, so he had to sell his life away.
No, it was kind of like Titanic.
I was about to say that's Titanic.
It's kind of like Titanic.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure.
Yeah,
Similar to an indentured servant.
No, because Mary, they said that the only reason why they needed him because of the fact that he was an engineer.
Engineer.
Yeah,
I call
So
that
he was
part.
going to give 20% of whatever
also
he earned,
very-
That's the clarification.
paying them off.
very-
They'll
basically
get
for what's
they'll
inside.
get 20%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to pay them.
Yeah.
20%. Yeah.
Okay.
Very
So-
convenient that the malfunction woke up an engineer. Could have woken up
Future-
anybody else.
yeah.
Convenient.
Just saying.
Just like it was convenient for him to wake up a
the
gold member.
movie was obvious from the
Future
start.
Yeah, it was.
Like
Yeah.
from start to finish, it was all obvious.
Typical.
It is what it is. But
He just doesn't like Jennifer Lawrence.
No, it's not. No,
He
that,
really
I'm talking
doesn't.
about the movie.
X-Men, Days of Future Past. It's great.
It really. Hey.
I laid it down this time. It's not. Oh my
It's
God.
phenomenal. But anyway, go ahead.
That's
Go
for
ahead.
another. That's for another show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, from start to finish, you knew once the opening scene happened, you knew what the downfall of the whole shebang was with the ship. You know, with them running through the asteroid field and all that.
Okay, with it being typical though, did you at least enjoy what y'all got? Did
Yeah.
you enjoy the
Yeah.
typicalness?
But I went in there with low expectations for the movie anyway,
Oh, okay.
and was entertained. And it wasn't because of Jennifer Lawrence.
Well,
honestly,
you have to live life with low expectations. That way, you're never let down.
It's true.
I mean, honestly, too, like, I mean, moving into like a lovey-dovey kind of film. I'm not really into that. The only reason why, because I'm already told you about this. The only reason why they really kept me in, like, just really kept me awake throughout the whole movie because of the fact that they applied sci-fi. Just
I think that's
Sci-fi was cool.
That's one reason why.
And the graphics too, with along with the
Actually, really, really good.
Like, I mean, I've always been fascinated with astronomy, so like the movie's gonna have an extra edge on my behalf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like Interstellar?
I loved Interstellar. It was beautiful. The only thing that got on my nerves was, you know how like on Earth the only thing left to eat was corn, and whenever you poop, you know sometimes you see a little piece of corn.
I haven't seen Interstellar yet.
Oh yeah, but it was just funny because he's like, oh, we know we still got the corn.
Okay,
Who's talking about eating
Who will
corn?
never leave
All right. So
But you
back,
know when you like
back to
yeah.
Passengers.
Yeah, why's always corn left though?
Because corn makes everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
High
okay.
fructose corn syrup, y'all. All right, what did you think about the fact that he woke her up? For him to be alone for a year and a half, did you feel like that was the right decision? You would have done the same thing? Or would you just press the right button?
That's
I mean,
such a call.
as a man, you waking that ass up. Excuse me.
I mean,
I'm waking up a female.
But he chose a chick that like her bust size and waist.
He basically
I'll get a bad. You know what I mean?
The man, he found the perfect girl. That was basically what it
I need
was.
some meat.
How lucky is she? Again, goes back to convenient. Like, what if that wasn't the perfect girl? What if she was
Reality.
attitude?
You gotta think in reality, you just would have seen the first girl that you. You're gross.
Like, that's not what it said down here.
It's dusty.
It's just.
I'll be bad. I'm like.
And then you
Look
stuck
out
with that
towards
for
the
the next
package.
90 years.
But no, I mean, honestly, you know, he had to choose. Just happened to be Jennifer Lawrence, regardless of how it would have come out. Like
Not Halle Berry. I mean, like
It could have came out to anything, but it came out to be convenient for the story.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Like that's why it's like the '90s chance to where it could have been, you know, not the type of person you thought it was. Like, she was beautiful. Yeah, you saw the interviews, but again, what if she wasn't who you thought she was when you woke her up? You would have stuck with her. You would have been stuck with her. Yes, and so
I mean,
I would have felt that Olivia Munn would.
But again, to go back,
they would have found a way though. They would have found a way to make it work. It's the two of y'all until you die. They're gonna make it.
I think that was the part of the story. Like he was at his limit, and it was like
Because I mean, like even she said that she was like, "Oh, he's definitely not my type."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Ian Malcolm says in both Jurassic Park 1 and The Lost World, life finds a way.
True that. True that. So, do you feel like it was right for him to wake her up?
That's a tough call because that's somewhat selfish, but then also at the same time, like, okay, one trait of life, of human life, is survival. Mm-hmm. It's built in your DNA. Yeah. So had he not woken her up, he probably would have eventually killed himself. So for the sake of his sanity, you know what I'm saying? And then like
he was talking to an android too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's just like how the way like we, you know.
So was the android like a tease to talking to somebody in real life? Like,
I mean, look at Will Smith in I Am Legend. Yeah. He was talking to the mannequins.
Yeah.
And then when the dog died, he was ready to kill himself.
Yeah, he even said it. He was like, I mean, you're just a machine. You have no feelings.
Yeah.
At the beginning, so he needed that. He needed that human in that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the thing with evolution, like, you know, it's just like the fact that, you know, like just how, like human beings, we're not designed to be alone. You know what I mean? Like we can't.
We weren't made to.
Yeah, we're not asexual. You know what I mean?
That's real talk. Like we weren't made to be alone.
Yeah.
But also when you think about it too, he kind of needed to wake somebody up later on in the film. Like it was revealed that I need somebody to be here while I'm out there fixing the ship. So in a way, selfishness, yeah, it was there, but it actually turned out I needed you. And you helped me, so thank you. And on top of that, for it to end to where you can go back to sleep. I don't need you anymore, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Which, yeah.
You know, fortunately for her, you know, she wasn't on that Titanic tip. She actually went after him out there. And she still didn't give up, even after she tried. and then missed him.
You know, she waited a little too damn long to hit that damn switch on that fucking wine and hit the fucking switch, please.
I mean,
Excuse me. Excuse me. That
I'm gonna have to believe you.
yeah, bleep me, please. That's
That's
married.
more work. So much work on my editing.
That came from a marriage point of view. Thing.
You're
Stop
gonna
talking.
bleep him
Just
so
do it.
much that by the end of this segment, your audience is gonna think that he's Porky Pig.
Porky Pig.
Because all you're gonna hear is bleep, 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 bleep.
This is true. All right, I went to a dark place for a second. I'm back though.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
I kind of had that feel too within the movie. Shows it's like, I'm like the baddie bad. You know what I mean? Like no dude can get me, but I'm like, but he got them draws though. Like,
All right.
And then
he
some.
was.
Which brings up a point. After 90-something years, there was nobody there when everybody woke up.
That they did not reveal. There probably was.
Sequel.
Do not give me
Yeah.
a
Sequel.
I didn't want a sequel to that.
I'll watch it. There's a sequel.
I think more than likely they woke up to meet some grandkids. They probably had some of the grandkids plant some of those trees.
Grandkids probably met the kids too.
I mean, grandkids must have made the chickens. You know what I mean? I don't know where the chickens came from.
Yeah, like I'm like, and granted, like if there were no children, but yet that whole ecosystem formed from the one tree. I mean, shoot, that's
Well, I
what's
mean,
up.
they did. He did break into the.
What came
to
first,
the,
the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, come on, son. Can you stab
So,
my head?
what is
Can you
it?
stab my
I'm
head?
saying we've been there
I was
all
about to
night.
say that.
Agricultural section
Oh,
of the
you
ship.
got it.
He did break into that. So I
You
think
got
that's
it.
how they got.
You talking about the part where Lawrence Fishburne woke up and opened that room? You know
No.
how much Lawrence Fishburne just helped him out of nowhere.
But then again, how did the ecosystem grow throughout? I mean, did the roots of the tree just go throughout the whole ship?
Well, because
That's
remember, where did
my
he get the
guess.
tree from? I think he went actually into that section where he got the tree from, and
Yeah.
he started bringing stuff.
yeah.
So I think that's how it happened.
I mean, he's an
But that's what I'm
engineer,
saying.
you
But
know?
like,
they gifted with their hands.
you're telling me there was enough dirt for that tree to sustain
Well,
itself?
but you gotta
And fertilize
remember
it?
they were bringing stuff from Earth to build the homestead too.
Right.
So there was
Yeah,
plenty.
but
of
I thought stuff was
resources
already
to
at
that.
Homestead too.
Yeah, but it was also bringing more stuff. Remember,
Oh,
'cause
okay,
they
yeah.
brought the animals and all that from Earth. Too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it had to be plenty of resources for them to do that because they were basically building.
But then
that
again,
plant
yeah,
from
maybe
scratch.
they lit it all loose. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about the way she figured it out? You know, the way she figured out how Chris Pratt actually woke her up.
A robot told him.
Yeah, robot snitch.
Yeah, but
I mean,
were y'all okay with that? I felt like that was.
I mean-
it didn't have to go down.
I mean,
like
I
that.
figured if there was gonna be one way she found out, if the robot didn't tell her, then the book
yeah,
is gonna have to be like
she would have to
like
find
they
the book later.
finished, you know, they finished doing it, and then like, oh, where are some shorts or a shirt at? Oh, it's in the top drawer.
I think that would've been
And
too
she goes to
cliche.
get the
I
shirt.
didn't. I'm
And
not,
oh, there's the book. What are you doing with this? Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying
I
that.
kind
it
of
coulda-
like the way it happened. I wouldn't have liked it if it would have did that way.
I'd
think that
rather
would've
have
been
it to
too
where
damn
she
funny.
finds it in the drawer. Because the thing is, you when you pay attention to angles, right? Angles are very important. It says how the importance of what's going on, right? So for them to have a close up of him with the book in his hand, to put it in the drawer and put the clothes on top of
Yeah,
it.
you would've
If
thought
it
it
was
was
a
a
medium
foreshadow.
or a wide shot, yeah, it's nothing. He's just trying to move everything out of the way for when Jennifer Lawrence comes up. But that was kind of major. So I'm thinking, okay, what's going to happen is she's going to somehow, some way get into the drawer, open it, find the book, read it, and be like, wait, is this telling me what I think it's telling me? And then somehow Arthur does give it the confirmation, and then bam, that goes down. Now Arthur just straight up, yeah, he woke you up. What? Yeah, he woke you up. You didn't know that?
Well, he got the
Remember?
confirmation to say so when he said when he like I told her everything, and then that's when Arthur was like, oh okay, and then that's when he went on proceeded
Yeah.
into saying,
And you know, but see, that goes back to when you're asking about him being too much of an android and too much of a human. Like you can't expect him to be like, oh, I wasn't supposed to tell her.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. Nah, like that's the android portion of
Yeah,
him.
he
Like
was
he
ordered
thinks
to
that
not
it's
say
all
nothing.
cool.
Yeah.
So as soon as the coast was clear, okay, cool, yada yada yada. Oh, you told her? Yeah.
Yeah, but even the way he said it was like, yeah, I'm revealing to you the secret.
yeah, well that's what an android would do.
But he
like
didn't think
said,
it was a secret.
yeah.
But it was like the way he said it to her, it was like,
He's an android.
Yeah.
so because he is emotionless,
Yes, no.
quote
Yeah.
unquote, it was right for him to say it like that.
Like
Mhm.
that. And
So-
to confirm it like he did.
So you like the way it went down then?
I think it added to the conflict of
Which-
that scene because it was that happened at the right time. Everything was going so perfect. Now it's time to throw a wrench in this perfectness. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think for and I think in a sense, Arthur wanted to say something before that. Anyways, I have a feeling somewhere, somehow, throughout the film and their interactions with Arthur, that he wanted to say something. But that would have been the human side of the android, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I could definitely say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that maybe he would have asked the question. It would have been like, she would have said, yeah. And while they're celebrating at the bar, oh yeah, I remember when he first saw you. He was watching on the thing, and you know, she takes her ring off. Oh, screw you, blah blah blah. And then the movie continues. Like,
That actually would have been a little bit more interesting.
Yeah,
To say.
I would have took that. Her reaction to it was genuine.
Genuine Jennifer.
It was nice. I accepted that. I was like, yay.
Oh.
you don't accept much from Jennifer Lawrence.
I need something
do
more.
trust. I'll take that coming from you.
Now I might even go see Joy after that.
Joy is good.
Great.
They are great.
That's perfection.
I saw the soundtrack.
Okay.
The soundtrack's good.
Soundtrack off the chain. That's one of the last few good soundtracks.
Yeah.
Now,
It's hard to find a good soundtrack.
What did you think? A lot of people are comparing this to the Titanic and Castaway mixed together. Do you see where they're coming from?
Pretty
when it
much
comes to
that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like there's no disagreeing to that.
Because of the fact that she actually went out and
Yeah,
got him.
because the robot is Wilson. Old buddy's Tom Hanks.
But he actually got somebody within this time.
And that's when the whole Titanic comes in, because he couldn't. Excuse me. He was poor, so you know, like Leo in Titanic, he was staying with the rest of the common folk. You know what I'm saying? So that's where Chris Pratt was, and then he meets and falls in love with the rich girl, Jennifer Lawrence.
Typical thing.
Man's on a roll right now.
7-Eleven, Joe.
Well, what did you think about the pacing of this film? Slow.
Slow.
I wish that they would have, with all the malfunctions, I wish that would have come a little sooner. Like, let the problem be larger than it was in the film. Like, okay, here's the problem. Oh, crap.
It's almost like you forgot that the problem was
One
happening.
thing too, they're like, he was like, when they were like down there at the, I guess, what's that room they're trying to fix?
The reactor.
Yeah, reactor. Like, the chick was like, oh, what are we looking for? He's like, something broke. I'm like, nigga, I'm sorry. Everything's broken.
I'll tell you one thing that really didn't make much sense. When she had to pull the switch, remember when she first touched it, was hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then she wrapped, her clothes.
Yeah.
And then when she went to touch it, like, she grabbed the crap up, like,
The
hanged onto it.
Yeah, and like the computer was even saying that it, like, the conditions had gotten worse.
Yeah.
So that was just cool. That was just cool.
At some point, did the shirt not incinerate?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But what do I know?
We're not filmmakers.
I mean, I could.
Manny Perry still makes movies though. Y'all know who Manny Perry is?
Yeah, of course you know, man. I'm a
Stuntman.
filmmaker.
Yeah, the stuntman. I just remember that it was one summer when Triple X came out. Every movie I went to go see, in the trailers, there was always that one, like, we always called it the stuntman, and it was Manny Perry's little thing. Well, it's cool to steal a candy bar or something, but we take what we do serious. And it says Manny Perry makes movies, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, oh, don't pirate movies. So I remember I walked straight to the concession stand, and I asked for a candy bar, and I wasn't trying to pay for it. And they told me no, and I told them, but Manny Perry makes movies. And I still had to pay for it.
That was in the Boondocks season 2.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, Mr. Stuntman. And I was the only one in the room that saw that and laughed, like, really understood the joke. And
Okay.
yeah.
You know what? We keep getting off subject of Passengers. I think we've already talked about everything that needs to be said
Manny
about
Perry
Passengers.
should have done stunts in Passengers. I'm just saying. He still makes
Stunts.
movies.
All right, Keenan, go ahead and tell us all where we can find you.
Y'all can find me on IG at Directed by Keenan, Facebook Keenan Osborne -filmmaker, and Snapchat nerd_Luffy. One Piece.
Cool. All right, Steven the Got Green. Where can we find you?
S dot, baby, S dot. If you want to look for me, if you're on the Book of Many Faces, also known as Facebook, you can find me at Steven with a PH, S dot, that's SDOT, green like the color. On Instagram and Twitter, you can catch me at Real Talk Dot. That's spelled like real, spelled like talk, and then DOT, not the period. Do not put that, you won't find me. Snapchat, Periodverde, it's all spelled out. Verde is in Spanish, so that's a V, not B. Also, before we started taping today, Carrie Fisher, she suffered from a pretty serious heart attack on her flight that she was getting ready to head out of LA on. So just wanted to let her and the rest of the Star Wars universe know that her prayers are with her and all of y'all. Hope that she gets well soon, has a healthy recovery. May the force be with her. Look forward to seeing you back on the screen. I know that's Star Trek. I know. Just in case somebody has anything smart to say. Also, January 4th, episode 2 of season 1 of Star is going to be on Fox Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock. Please tune in. We got a great cast. It's produced by Lee Daniels. It's going to be fantastic. Check it out.
What else, man? I know you got one more in you.
Well, yeah, I do got one more. This March, we have a show that we worked so hard on with such a powerful message. Shots Fired is coming to Fox this March on Wednesday nights. We don't have a time yet. As soon as that happens, I'll definitely let y'all know, but definitely check that out. It's a pretty serious show. If you haven't heard about it, look it up, and then comment, like, do whatever you want to do. Talk about this if you want.
All right. Richard, where can we find you, man?
You guys can definitely find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and on my own YouTube channel too. Anything with fitness, vlogging, and everything else too. Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Richie's Fitness, spelled as RICHIES, the word fitness. Everything lowercase. You guys have any questions or comments about anything fitness? Putting them down in the description, not description, but the comment box, and definitely put like a URL to or a link, whatever, to my channel.
Yes,
he's a modern day Bruce Leroy. Y'all should really check him out for real.
All right.
Games, bro.
He's got the glow.
Yeah, I will do that. Guys, you already know me and where you can find me on all social media, but just in case you don't, that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff at Baroque, BROQE, for everything. Guys, let us know what you think about Passengers. Did you see the movie? Did you agree with our thoughts on the film? Leave us a comment, and also let us know what other movies you want us to talk about, because we got a slew of movies coming in, but we also want to hear the movies that you want us to talk about. Until then, I am your host, Baruch, and we will see you next time on Movies on Our Minds.
And for our favorite fan who leaves the most comments, you could pick one of these movies.
He's lying.
And you could watch it yourself. We're not going to give it to you.
No.
You could pick one of these movies, though, and watch it, enjoy it, and we can talk about it.
My movies ain't even no way, yo.
I know, that's what I said. They can just watch it themselves.
You're right.
Red Box
is strong.
We ain't got that kind of budget.
One take, drink.
Yeah, all the money went here. Dude. You know how much Star Wars costs?